Hello creatives, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a packaging design. Now last week I did a logo design step by step through that process. If you didn't see that video, you can check it out right here. So today we are going to continue that brand and bring it to life into the packaging side. And then at the end of the video, I am going to put it all together into a brand identity guide for this brand so that they have the complete look. So first, let's jump into the actual packaging itself. So now we're getting into inspiration for the packaging, particularly for the patterns. So I revisited the mood board. I'm looking back at the Pinterest board that I created when I was putting together the mood board and the brand colors and the logo originally when we created the logo design. So I'm looking for patterns that have the bohemian illustration, that whole baby vibe in the woodland tone, and that will make sure that the packaging is completely cohesive with our brand identity. Okay, so now that we got the inspiration, now it's time to do some sketching. I'm gonna take the inspiration, that whole style that we're going for, I'm gonna do a bunch of sketches of patterns that can be used for the packaging itself and for the style. So we're gonna then do those sketches, bring them into Illustrator, and then after that point, we're going to make the packaging. So let's get into the sketching. So now, even though I'm gonna be drawing in the computer and making these shapes, it is so important for me to sketch it out first in my sketchbook with either a pen and paper or pencil and paper. And the reason for this is I figure out so many ideas. When you see it on a smaller scale and you actually look at what the packaging is gonna look like, you can see how different patterns would look before you become married to anything. So you can see it's gonna be actually a mailer box, and I'm doing insy-weensy little tiny sketches of what it would look like when it's closed, what it would look like when it's open, and I wanna have the logo on top. There's gonna be tissue paper inside, and I really want to stick to these geometric shapes. That's very much in this style we're going for with the bohemian, the babied patterns, the kind of the woodland pattern based on the whole vibe that we're going for. So I really am just exploring different options, and you see I'm doing a sun. I'm not letting myself be stopped or limited. I'm just sketching whatever comes into my mind using the inspiration that I looked at for our mood board as well as Pinterest to inspire me. And you can see I've already kind of figured out some things just based on doing these sketches using the packaging as my base, because before I was really uncertain of what direction I was going to go in. And then after that point, it makes the actual computer process so much easier. So I have some great sketches to work with. Okay, so now that we sketched them all out, now we're going to take these sketches, put them into Illustrator, and create the patterns using the computer and my Wacom pen. So let's go. So I imported my sketches into Illustrator, and I'm using what's called the pencil tool, which gives that organic feel to it. So in combination with my actual Wacom pen and the Illustrator pencil tool, I'm able to get that same organic feel where it doesn't look extremely perfect, but I'm using my sketches as a guide. So you see I'm tracing the sketches that I did, and I'm just going over each one, kind of just creating these patterns. I'm doing a bunch of different ones because I want to then take these concepts and put them into the packaging itself so that I can see what it's gonna look like. So you can see actually the detail, the level of perfection that can be achieved by using the Wacom pen. I'm able to literally be like I'm drawing on an actual paper. So that's really helpful for this specific brand. And so now I'm just kind of creating and duplicating this specific patterns over and over to create this sun so that it looks good. Now I'm going to go back to this other geometric shape, and I'm going to put it together into a pattern so that it can be duplicated over and over and over, because my concept is to maybe use this for the tissue paper. I thought that could be kind of a cool angle to go. I'm going to see how it looks, obviously, but that was something I had sketched out in the original sketches. So it was something I could see that would actually complement the box very well. So for the sake of this design, this is what the actual flat template would look like, but I'm gonna be creating them using mockups, because when you're doing something like this kind of box with tissue paper, you wanna see what the design is gonna look like if it was in the physical universe. And then you can go back to your flat die line to execute it. So for this specific project, you can see I'm playing with different tissue paper, different pattern options. I'm trying this green one and using the sun in the box itself. Now I'm trying the pattern of the dots that we originally created based on the actual little dots on the top of the bear. So I'm seeing what that looks like in this box. And now I'm trying a different option for this actual tissue paper, seeing what the colors look like. I'm not so sure about having the green in there. So I kind of like how this neutral colors look and the browns. I'm trying out a different color for the sticker, for the bear, making sure it pops out from the tissue paper itself. So you can see the different options. I also wanted to test what the top of the box is gonna look like. So I have this other mock-up of one of these kind of boxes, and I'm seeing, I definitely want to have the logo on the top, and then I want it to see baby blanket. And I'm changing the background so it doesn't obviously clash with the pink. And I just wanted to try different background options so it's consistent with the other mock-up. Now I'm trying this other mock-up where it really shows the side of the box, just to show another angle. So you can see I'm putting the top on, I'm doing the mock-up for the side of the box, and I'm putting that for the front. I actually wanted to say baby blanket and then put the size. Normally for these types of boxes, this is what the actual customer is going to be receiving from Amazon. So they're going to have this nice box and they want to make sure it looks nice. So now what we're gonna do is actually go into the brand identity guide. So this guide is what I put together for every brand identity I create for clients. So I have a basic template that I always use, and now I'm just going through, I put the logo, the main logo on top. I'm going back to the brief from the client to actually fill in some of the data and the content. So I put who the brand is. Now I am doing the logo and making sure that they see they can't put anything touching the logo. It needs to be very clean space around it. And I'm also going now to the next thing, which is secondary uses of the logo and showing how it could look in different colors. It's really important that this bear isn't inverted. So it always has basically the dark the fur, and then it is always the skin, the actual nose, the eyes are always lighter. So it could be this darker brown or the lighter brown. Now I'm showing what the submark would be. So this is usually used when you're doing something like the social profiles or having it somewhere there. You want to have something that's very distinct and noticeable. Now I'm just showing different mock-ups that we did in the last video. And now is the color palette. Now for this specific one, I always get all of the different main colors that are used for this brand, and I actually do what the CMYK is, what the PMS colors, the RGB colors, and the hex code. So that CMYK, they can use it for print, for RGB, they can use it for digital, for the hex colors, that's for any web design, and then also for the PMS colors, that's like if they get it printed in an international printer, the color codes stay the same no matter what, so that it's universal so everybody knows what colors to use. So then I went into the fonts. So this is the main fonts from the logo, and I really like that these actually get used throughout the brand. So then I'm actually trying this other font for what to use for web. Questrial is a fun one to use, so I put that there. Then what I'm doing here is patterns. So these are the patterns for the actual brand that can be used in different design elements. And as was shown, it was used in the box design. And then I'm importing the different box mockups so that that can be part of what the brand guide, because the whole purpose of this package design was so that they could know what it would look like in reality, in real life. Then I'm adjusting the table of contents to make it so that it matches what is actually in the guide, because when I export it, I usually have these table of contents clickable so that they can go right to that page if they want. So now I'm just kind of playing with the different mockups a little bit more, and you can see what we have here. This is our final brand identity guide. Okay, we made it through. So thank you for going through this journey with me. We first got the inspiration for all the patterns and what the packaging could be. Then I sketched out a bunch of different pattern ideas, putting it onto what the packaging for the specific type of box that we're gonna use for this style. Then I brought that into Illustrator. I perfected the different patterns, designs. I then went and applied that to the actual packaging mock-up to see where things would look, what would look good in the tissue paper, what would look good on the inside, what would look good on the outside. And from there, we perfected the different one that I wanted to choose. We went to the actual brand identity guide, created that whole design guide in InDesign, and I actually then went through, put the patterns in there, put the packaging, and that is then the final product we would turn over to the client so that they have all these different assets that they can use in their designs moving forward. So let me know in the comments which design, if you like the package design that I ended up choosing, if you liked that pattern, and let me know if this was helpful in the comments below. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.